listening to the Not So Christian in Me show, starring Southern Girl.
Hello. Welcome to the Not So Christian in Me show. I'm your host, Southern Girl Denise, and today we have another trilling show. Today's show is all about Houston's very own Mr. Johnathan Mark. He is the co-founder of Trill On Wheels. So I know you guys are probably wondering, what is Trill On Wheels? Well, we're gonna find out all about Trill On Wheels. Now, it's not Meals on Wheels, but it's Trill On Wheels. Without further ado, please help me welcome Mr. Johnathan Mark to the Not So Christian in Me show. Hey, Johnathan.
Round of applause.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you so much for being our special guest. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you on our show, especially by you being the first Black-owned, I have to say that, Black-owned Trill On Wheels in Houston, Texas. So tell our viewers and our listeners a little bit about yourself and also about Trill On Wheels.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm Johnathan Mark, the chief disruptor on Trill On Wheels. So it's Trill On Wheels, no S.
Oh, look at me adding on the S.
Like Trill, it's like Trill.
I'm Southern Girl, I'll be adding on extra.
All that. But I'm the chief disruptor of Trill On Wheels. Growing up here in Houston, I was able to see firsthand how our city's music culture set the standard and set a precedent across the country. Mm-hmm. So, just growing up out here, experiencing that type of energy, that vibe, I wanted to be a part of that. And this is our opportunity to kind of give back to the culture. So, Trill On Wheels is a 2-hour BYOB party bike tour throughout Third Board. We got bar stops, we do Trill trivia, trap karaoke, and it's all dedicated and centered around Houston hip hop. So it's a really fun.
I love that. So when did this all start?
Yeah, so we actually launched about 2 weeks ago, but the idea kind of conceptualized last year. My wife and I were, inspired by a party bike company out in Nashville, and I felt God kind of pulling at me to kind of have a bigger impact on those around me and just have a broader impact. So we were also having our son around that time. So I really wanted to kind of make some legacy in generational wealth making moves. And the idea kind of spoke to me. And a year later, here we are, just bringing something just awesome and dope to the world.
I love this whole concept, and by you coming up with that idea in Nashville, Nashville is, a lot of people may not know what Nashville be popping. Like when it comes to entertainment, it comes to having fun. Man, when I went to Nashville over the summer, and that was my first time going to Nashville, and I was like, man, I don't really want to go to Nashville, but I'm gonna go ahead and go. Man, I had a really good time in Nashville because they have everything for you. Like any type of entertainment, they have it there. And so for you to come up with that idea in Nashville, that's pretty cool to bring that to Houston, because Houston has so much potential, and for you to bring that to the forefront, I love it. So tell us a little bit about what all you offer with this Trill On Wheels.
Yeah, exactly. So with the hip hop party bike tour, we're representing the legacies of DJ Screw, Fat Pat, Key, Slim Thug, Megan Thee Stallion, with Houston nightlife and light fitness. As I mentioned earlier, it's a 2-hour BYOB tour throughout Third Board. You'll listen to our curated music playlist full of like Houston classics and also these new hits that are coming out. We also got the Trill trivia. You compete in trap karaoke. We're also making 2 bar hops at Black-owned businesses in the neighborhood, just to, kind of circulate that dollar. And it's just a perfect opportunity to celebrate life's biggest moments out here in Houston.
I like that. So what days do you offer the services?
Yeah, so it's Thursday through Sunday. So we have 3 rides on Thursday starting at 5 o'clock. 3 rides on Thursday and Friday starting at 5 o'clock. And then on Saturday and Sundays, we have rides from 12 noon all the way to 10 p.m. at night. Okay,
so how has your turnout been so far? I know you guys just launched recently, so how has the turnout been as of now?
Yeah, we've been absolutely blessed. We've been sold out since we launched, and bookings are coming in by the day, by the hour. So it's overflow season, and it's really been really cool to see like how the city has responded to this idea.
Yeah.
It's kind of just living in my head for so long.
Yeah.
And finally put it out there, and it's like your baby, it's your art, and people are accepting of it and really love it. So it's been awesome. Yeah.
That's good. Now, by Houston being a big sports city, how are you planning on incorporating sports within Trill on Wheels?
Yeah, right now we're in the off season right now, so it's
Okay.
not a lot going on, but I'm looking forward to when the Texans start playing again, when the Astros games come along, and when the Rockets, get in full swing. I think we're going to have a lot of opportunities just to have more people enjoy the bike. We aren't necessarily going to be at these venues. We're going to be, our home base is going to be in Third Ward, but, doing big game weekends is going to be this a really dope thing to do. You got a Texans game on Sunday, you can do Trill on Wheels Saturday night, or you got an Astros game, early in the day, and then you do Trill on Wheels later in the evening. So I can see it complementing, all of our sports teams, their home games really well.
Right. Do you have any visions moving forward to collaborate with other businesses within the Houston area?
Yeah. So as of now, we're partnered with 5015 on Alameda.
Okay.
Boy Bar Ice House on Emancipation. So those are our two key partners right now. But conversations are already starting with a lot of different, drink vendors and daiquiri makers and all of these different ancillary companies, that can partner with us and add to the experience. So a lot's going to be coming over the next couple of months.
Good.
So really
I noticed lately, I've been noticing a lot of Black-owned like liquor brands that's coming out, like coming out of nowhere. I'm like, where you guys been at? I'm sure you're probably going to be partnering up with Black-owned liquor stores as well as Black-owned liquors and stuff.
Exactly. That's part of the plan. A good friend of mine, Dorian, I would love to shout him out, but Dorian, but Black-owned liquor. You got some on Instagram, but he's doing a lot to kind of highlight the Black-owned liquor brands that are here in Houston and nationwide, but he's based here in Houston. So we got some things that we're, planning on launching and rolling out and doing some special events around. So yeah, it's a lot to do. And I'm excited to kind of just roll these things out brick by brick.
Right. Now with the wheels on, with the Trill on Wheels, so people are like pedaling. So there's no other person in the front of it, like pushing this thing. So everybody's actually pushing it. Is that how it works?
No, there's actually a driver. So there's a driver.
That's what I was wondering. I said, I wonder if there's an extra driver and then everybody else is like, hipping the driver about pushing it.
It kind of works like that. So there is an electric assist motor, and the driver is like, there's a pedal, there's a foot pedal, a brake, and all that. It's like a car.
Okay.
The driver is like directing and steering, and actually has his foot on the gas, so to speak. It's a battery, so it's not really gas, but they're pedal power, and then the riders are actually pedal powering as well. So the electric motor going, you got the pedal power, giving it some extra momentum, and we're doing about 7 to 8 miles per hour down the street. So that's how it works.
So if no one's pedaling, it'll still go.
It'll still go.
You start drinking on there, man, you forget that you're supposed to be pedaling.
I mean, that's the thing. One of the reasons why I made it mandatory when I was building out the bike to have that electric assist motor was because I really just wanted to create this a celebratory experience. I wanted people to come, relax. This isn't spin class. This isn't, an exercise class. You will, lose a couple of calories and you will be moving those legs, but it's very, very light work. So all fitness levels are welcome. But the electric assist motor does most of the work.
Okay. Well, that's good information to know. Yeah. Now, how many people can fit on there?
Yeah, so it's 13. So it seats up to 13. Okay. If you have a group of 7 or more, that's considered a private party, and you'll rent out the entire bike. If you have 6 or less, you'll have to buy individual seats. And you can be a solo rider. I know a lot of folks, and it's really cool to see. I've seen a lot of folks buy single tickets because they just want to experience it. They might not have a big group of friends, or they might not have like a real reason to do it. They just want to check it out. So definitely encourage that, and also encourage like the birthday parties, the bachelorette parties, the folks who are coming into Houston to visit the weekend.
Oh yeah.
Definitely want everybody to kind of check us out and give us a shot.
Okay, how many vehicles do you have?
At this point, 1, but my line is already looking forward on how we can duplicate and serve more of Houston. So definitely want to, you know, expand as quickly as we can.
Oh, it's definitely going to take off. I definitely can see this taking off, especially in Austin. And you're in Austin now, so
Yeah,
another hot spot.
Yeah. I see. You're already, you know, thinking where we are. So one of the things that we plan on doing is taking this Trill on Wheels model and planting Trill on Wheels in different cities across the country. I think of Trill on Wheels, you know, right now we're focused on Houston hip hop, but there's really a local hip hop play here as well. So I can see Trill on Wheels being in the Bay Area because they have their local hype scene, or Trill on Wheels in LA, or Trill on Wheels in Chicago. You know, wherever there's like a really local hip hop scene that fans love and enjoy and want to experience more of. This is a true immersive experience that can like really just encapsulate everything that culture, that local culture has to give. So that's where we're heading next, you know.
Okay. Now, is your business year round or just seasonal?
I'll be around. I got bills to pay. So yeah,
I know that's right.
Bills year round, so we're gonna be running this bike year round. Yeah.
I know that's right. Now, when it comes to theme music, are you gonna branch out and do other themes, other music?
You know, one of the things I've learned is you can't be everything to everybody.
That's what we fell short at, try to please everybody.
Yeah. You know, a lot of folks have been pulling at me and saying like, oh, you should do this type of music and that type of music. And I'm really going to stick to my guns as much as possible to really make this Houston hip hop focus. From Beyonce to Megan Thee Stallion to Lil Kiki to Zero to Slim Thug to B King to Mona Leo to J Dog. We have so many artists in this Houston ecosystem that I have hours upon hours of music for our playlist. Like it's not a true need to go outside of that. So like, let's celebrate what we have here in the city. You know, we got talented artists that are putting out quality music every single day. And I really want to highlight that with our experience.
Right. Now tell us about your team, because I know you was telling me, some people would tell you to do this and tell you to do that. And it's very important to have a strong team that's like-minded and going along with your goal. Like they have to have the same goal set. So tell us a little bit about your team and how all of this came together with your team.
Yeah. So, definitely blessed to have others around me who believe in and are just as passionate about what we're doing at Trill On Wheels as I am, and my wife as well. My wife is my co-founder, so I definitely give her a ton of credit. But yeah, we have a strong internal team made of our trapping captains. So our trapping captains are actually a party host, so they'll be on the bike, on the microphone, coordinating trap karaoke, asking you those trivia questions, just making sure that you're having the best time that you can have. So the trapping captains, they're part of our team. Also have, drivers who are going to be, driving the bike as well. And then I have an external team. So I have a strong social media team. My friend brother Mikos and his squad, they're putting out amazing content on TikTok. And we got videos that are doing 100,000 views, which is crazy.
Wow.
So, yeah. So his social media team is doing crazy numbers. So shout out to Mikos. They did Latoria and Shay over at Lemon Limelight Media. They're handling all of our PR. So one of the things I made sure of is I'm just going to focus on operations and making sure that the bike experience is awesome. And then I'm going to delegate, the other piece.
That's important. That is very important to delegate, because you will stress yourself out trying to do everything on your own. I've been there, done that. Sometimes I still do that, but you definitely have to learn how to delegate. So that's good that you have different people using their strengths in different areas to help push this thing.
Definitely, yeah. It's really important to really spread the load, like the Bible says. Many hands make short works. So really want to make sure that. I adhere to that and not take everything on my shoulders,
Okay. So how much is it for one trip on Trill on Wheels?
Yeah, so if it's a private party and that's 7 or more people, it's $365. And if you're buying an individual seat, it's just $35.
Okay, gotcha. And for it to be a group, it has to be 7 or more, right?
Yeah. At that point, you know, you're pretty much taking up the entire bike because there's only 13 seats. So if 7 or more, okay, hey, go ahead and just book a private party.
Okay.
It'll be cheaper as well if you just go ahead and book a private party because you can fit up people, divide that up by, you know, 13, and you know, you can have the bike to yourself. If it's less than that, you know, we're essentially just mixing groups with other groups. And I was, you know, a little hesitant about that because, you know, people like, you know, it's a small contained area. You know, how are strangers going to feel about hanging out with other strangers? But we've done multiple tours with these mixed groups, and they've been the best groups yet.
I was getting ready to say that it's probably the best groups.
They've been more fun than the private parties.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's something about the merge.
It's about just mixing and mingling with people.
Yeah. It's been awesome. It's been absolutely awesome to see you know, this couple with this group of 4, and then these couple of girls that are celebrating their birthday, and they are on there turning up and having a good time like they knew each other for years. So it's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Now tell us about the drink specials. Like what type of drinks you offer? We
don't offer any drinks. So
okay.
We don't offer any drinks. So the tour is completely BYOB. But what we do offer is hookah. You pay $40 additional. You get a set of 4 hookahs, and they're essentially like attached to the bike itself. So as you're pedaling, you can get you some smoke from a hookah heads, and you have a good time with that. But as far as liquor goes, that's something that you guys are gonna have to bring. But what's this cool?
But when you do partner up with once you do partner up with some of the liquor vendors, how would that work? Would they? I mean, how would that setup be if you decide to go that route?
Yeah, I guess that's to be determined. We haven't partnered with any liquor vendors yet, so we'll have to kind of work out, what's going to work out best for them. We want it to be, advantageous situation for them, so they can get more trial. And
they can do it like a tasting too.
It's a lot of different things.
It's a lot of different things that you can do with that.
So since we haven't crossed the frontier yet, I'm not exactly sure how that will look, but it's on our radar for sure.
Okay, put me on that creative team. Put me. When you had a creative discussion meeting, add me to that list. I like stuff like that. I like brainstorming and coming up with different ideas. I'm very creative when it comes to that.
Yeah, and that's what's been fun about this business in itself, because every idea that we have is how do we make sure that our riders is at the time of all their lives?
Yes.
How do we make sure that this is just a super special birthday, or celebrating their anniversary? How can we make sure that they're having a great time? So there's a lot of things that I don't want to spill the beans on that we do.
Yeah.
But we are super heavy on surprise and delight. And we're super heavy on making sure that when folks book a ride with us, that they have no choice but to go to Google and write a review, or go to Instagram and repost the story because they had such a good time. So that's the type of vibe and experience that we create.
Okay. Now, how can we purchase tickets?
TrillOnWheels.com. So everything goes through our website. If you want to book your tickets, if you're looking for frequently asked questions, if you want to know more information about my wife and I and the concept, everything is on our website. You can also check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, and our TikTok at Trill On Wheels. Okay,
cool. Well, thank you so much for being our special guest. This has been a really great interview. I know I will talk longer than this, but I know we both had a long day. And I just want to make sure I got the information out there so that my viewers can support you, because I know I'm definitely going to support you.
Yeah.
And one thing about celebration is somebody's going to always celebrate something. So this will be a perfect opportunity for them to go out and celebrate with Trill On Wheels.
Exactly.
Do you have any final thoughts before you go?
TrillOnWheels.com. That's where you can go and book your tickets. Individual seats and private parties available for booking throughout the rest of the year. So come experience what everybody's been talking about in the city.
Yes, it's the hottest thing in the city, y'all. Y'all better check him out. Trill On Wheels with Johnathan. Sure. Well, thank you again, Mr. Johnathan, for your time today. And I pray that God will continue to expand your territory, because you're going to the top. You're already at the top. I already see you at the top. I'm just letting everybody know that you're going to be at the top. Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I want to thank all of my viewers and listeners. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. If you guys are interested in being a guest on the Not So Christian to Me Show, please reach out to us on Instagram and Facebook at the Not So Christian to Me Show. Until next time, remember that no matter what you guys are going through, God will always see you through. Stay blessed up. Peace. Bye.
I might need me some ventilation, a little vacation, Houston fornication, mind redefine new renovations, space cool back out of the space station, float around town, do that on the daily. I'm supposed to feel safe, 12 live adjacent. Yeah, crib built like a prison where that is gated. Yeah, spending all my time up there getting faded. Yeah, handing out the E to the entertainment. Yeah, you know on this side it's popping and it's dangerous. Riding through the clouds, we going through the vapors. I'm just trying to get the paper, staying at the papers. It ain't easily done, it ain't easy. Papa's hill like it's Chris, make it look breezy.
Yeah, you understand? Wait. Hey, wait. Wrong deal. I got him looking at me. Now watch me rag down. Yeah, you understand? Wait. Hey, wait. Wrong deal. I got him looking at me. Now watch me